Hello everyone, welcome back to your channel Shiva's Gaze Tarot. I'm your tarot card reader and healer Charu. I hope you all are doing fine. So in today's reading, I will be looking at Pisces zodiac sign. So if your sun, moon and rising is in Pisces, then this reading is for you. And I'll be looking at the next 2 weeks, how your coming 2 weeks is going to be. So without any further delay, I'll start the reading. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, then I request all of you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Shiva's Gaze Tarot. Subscription is completely free, and if you subscribe, then it's kind of energy exchange from your side for this reading. So now I'll start the reading, and this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising next 2 weeks reading. So I'll start with the journal first. What are the journal energies for the next 2 weeks for Pisces? The Star, Five of Cups, and Hierophant. So I picked 3 cards to look at the journal energies for Pisces for the next 2 weeks, Sun, Moon and Rising. The cards are the Star, Five of Cups and the Hierophant. The next 2 weeks for the Pisces looks like they're going to be starting with the Star card. They're going to feel very hopeful. They'll have some renewed faith or inspiration in their life in the next 2 weeks. All the Pisces may start feeling more optimistic after a difficult phase, or they'll receive some kind of emotional or spiritual clarity in the next 2 weeks with the Star card. Five of Cups is all about regret, disappointment, focusing on what has not worked in their life. So it looks like something may still feel unresolved, or there may be some kind of sadness about the past in the Pisces in the next 2 weeks. And finally, with the Hierophant card, it is all about guidance, traditions, about learning something new, about following traditions, institutions, spiritual teachings, or support from a mentor, or you providing support as a mentor to others. So in combination, it looks like this is the next 2 weeks for all the Pisces. It's a period of healing and recovery after disappointment, with the encouragement to seek wisdom, follow some spiritual practices, or follow the guidance instead of staying stuck in the loss. So Pisces energy may move from emotional heaviness towards greater stability and understanding in the next 2 weeks. So probably it looks like all the Pisces are going to recover emotionally from a setback. They'll find some kind of comfort, some kind of healing in following spirituality practices, maybe educating people of what they have learned, or following some particular set of routine or discipline in their life. They may also start realizing that not everything is lost in their life, and new hope will arrive beside looking at their past or old disappointments. They're going to follow a more structured path instead of relying only on their emotions in the next 2 weeks. So all the Pisces are going to make some kind of they're going to follow a particular discipline in their life, in their health, in their general life as well. Particular routine of getting up, doing the work, then doing some exercise, praying. So they're going to follow a particular discipline, or they are more structured lives, just not to cry over the spilt milk. That's what they're going to do in the next 2 weeks. They're going to be focusing a lot on the studies, improving their skills, maybe following some old traditions, or maybe following their guru or the mentor is going to enter into your life, is going to show you some path, or you can be a guru or mentor to other people. So the Star card here, it says that you need to have a faith in the possibilities of life, the positivities of the life. The Five of Cups says that you need to acknowledge the loss, but you don't have to stay in there. And then finally the Hierophant, it says that you the support, wisdom or discipline can help you move forward in the life. So overall here, for the next 2 weeks, I see there is an energy of healing plus reflection and the guidance, which is going to lead you towards more steadier grounds in the next 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, 3 cards to check the career, the profession. This looks like for the next 2 weeks. It's 3 of Swords, okay. Ace of Swords and 10 of Wands. 3 cards to check the career energy for the next 2 weeks for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The cards I pulled are 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and 10 of Wands. Starting with the 3 of Swords, this is a card which shows that there's going to be a little bit of disappointment, stress, or some kind of tension, workplace tension. In the beginning of the next 2 weeks, there's going to be some kind of hurt. You're going to feel a little hurt by a situation at your workplace or something related to your career. Some kind of rejection or some heartbreak that I see. Ace of Swords is all about getting that truth, the clarity, the breakthrough, or some kind of important communication. Getting some new ideas or interview calls, or seeing things clearly now after a lot of confusion. Finally, the 10 of Wands is again, it's work, heavy workload, some kind of pressure, a lot of responsibilities, complete burnout, or carrying too much alone. So this combination is suggesting that the career pressure may be at its peak in the next 2 weeks for the Pisces. There could be some kind of disappointing moment, some kind of criticism, or some delays, or some kind of realizations that Pisces is going to have, that something is not working as they were expected. They were expecting things to be or as expected. But with the Ace of Swords in the middle shows that there's going to be some kind of clarity going to arrive to clear the confusion. A truth will be revealed, or decision will be made, or you're going to gain some kind of understanding of what to do next in that period. So all in all, I see for the next 2 weeks in career, you're going to feel overloaded or under pressure because of the work at your workplace. Too many responsibilities. There's going to be an important conversation with your manager, with your colleague, or someone related to your work opportunities. I see if you're looking for a job, or if you want to bring a change in your job, then I see there's some kind of communication with someone. You are going to realize that you need to change your approach, or let go of some extra burdens in your career. A difficult truth will you have to accept a difficult truth in your career, which will push you towards a more practical path forward. So here the message is that you don't have to carry everything alone, because 10 of Wands is all about carrying a lot of responsibility. So you don't have to carry everything on your own. The Ace of Swords is cutting through that confusion, while 10 of Wands is warning you against exhaustion. So here the next 2 weeks looks very demanding, but how you manage your responsibilities is very important, and you're gaining clarity about things. Now I'll be pulling 3 cards to look at the finances for Pisces for the next 3 weeks. 3 cards to look at the finances of Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the next 2 weeks. 3 cards for the finances. It's 8 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Sun card. So I pulled 3 cards to check the finances for the Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The cards are 8 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Sun for the next 2 weeks, Sun, Moon, and Rising. 8 of Wands is all about fast movement, some kind of sudden change, some sudden news or quick transactions, some payments opportunities, or some quick financial decision, like an investment decision, or some kind of financial changes happening very rapidly and quickly. 5 of Swords is again about conflict, some competition, some kind of disagreement, some stress around money, or feeling that you need to defend your interests. Sun is finally a card of success, clarity, improvement, positivity. So all in all, this combination is suggesting that financial matters will move very quickly in the beginning of the next 2 weeks. But there could be some kind of tension first, perhaps some kind of misunderstanding, some disputes over money, or some unexpected expenses, or competitive situations related to money, or and finally the sun is at the end, which is a very positive card. It points toward clarity, improvement, or a positive outcome after the stress. So this means that there could be some kind of news about some payments, some work, income, some money coming towards you, some financial opportunities. That's the Eight of Wands. But you need to be very careful with regards to money. Any kinds of arguments related to money or impulsive decisions should be avoided in the next 2 weeks. And there's going to be some kind of stressful financial issue which is going to get resolved very favorably in the next 2 weeks. And finally, you're going to feel more optimistic or secured by the end of this period. It shows some kind of optimism towards money and investments, and you're feeling secured financially by the end of next 2 weeks. So the cards here are advising that you have to avoid winning at all costs. So you should not get into any kind of arguments with anyone related to money, or and you have to focus on your long-term stability. Sun is suggesting here that there's going to be a potential for some better financial confidence or improvements in your finances, some good news after a period of tension. So overall, there's going to be some kind of fast developments. In between, in the middle of the 2 weeks, there are going to be some temporary conflict, stress related to money and investments. But finally, I see a brighter financial outlook by the end of the next 2 weeks for all the Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to pick 3 cards to look at the love life or the personal life for the Pisces for the next 2 weeks. How your love life or the personal life looks like for the next 2 weeks, the coming 2 weeks, personal life for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So 3 cards for the Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the love life. Lover's card, okay, 8 of Pentacles, and the World card. So I picked 3 cards to check the love energies for the next 2 weeks for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cards are the Lovers, 8 of Pentacles, and the World card. With the Lovers, these 3 cards are a strong combination for the growth, commitment, and some kind of progress in relationship. With the Lovers card, it is like some kind of deep connection that you're going to feel with your partner in the next 2 weeks. There are going to be some important choices in love, in relationship. Maybe if you're single, there's going to be a new love entering into your life. There's going to be attraction towards someone, and there's also an energy of soulmate connection, like entering into your life. You're deciding what you truly want emotionally in the next 2 weeks. So Lover's card is a very blessed card, and it's a major arcana. So it's like a perfect union, partnership is going to come into your life. Or if you're already in relationship, then your relationship is going to get very good, like a very harmonious relationship. With 8 of Pentacles, it's all about putting efforts, consistency, working hard on the relationship, improving the communication, or building something steadily together with your partner. So that's all about 8 of Pentacles. And finally, the World card is the completion card. It's fulfillment, achieving something, completing one chapter of your life, one cycle, and entering into a new chapter. A new cycle is starting. So some kind of emotional closure, or feeling more wholesome in your love. So all in all, I see there's a relationship is going to deepen through some kind of effort and commitment from both the sides. If you're single, then someone is going to enter into your life where there's going to be a serious potential that it will develop into something solid through time and consistency. If you are already in a relationship, then it will progress towards greater stability, more understanding. And also for some Pisces, it looks like the next 2 weeks is also closing an old emotional cycle and becoming ready for a healthier chapter in your love. So the message is here that you're going to feel that your love is growing through your conscious choices and your efforts that you're putting into your relationship, which will lead towards a completion or some kind of emotional satisfaction in your love or in your relationship. So that's how the love energies looks like for the Pisces for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to finally take 3 cards to look at the health, how the health for the Pisces looks like for the next 2 weeks. So how the health is for Pisces gonna be. So 3 cards to look at the health for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising for the next 2 weeks. 3 cards. Strength, Temperance and the 10 of Cups. So 3 cards to look at the health energies for the next 2 weeks for Pisces. The cards are Strength, Temperance and 10 of Cups. Strength is a card which is all about resilience, recovering from an illness, some kind of inner strength and endurance, gradually regaining energy after a long in terms of health, like after a long period of illness, staying steady through challenges. Temperance is the card of balancing, moderation, healing, paying attention to your routines, sleep, diet, or emotional balance. And 10 of Cups is finally about emotional well-being, contentment, support from the loved ones, or feeling more at peace. So altogether, these cards are suggesting that there's going to be improvement in your health through consistency and balance, rather than pushing yourself too hard. So if you're consistent, taking regarding your exercises, your eating, your health, like your diet and other things, then it will help you in improving your health. And also, in these 2 weeks you will not be pushing yourself too hard. Emotional well-being will strongly affect your physical strength and energies as well. If you feel supported and emotionally happy, then it's going to help your overall wellness. It will help you in your overall wellness. You're going to recover from your illness, or they're going to be more stable. Your health will be more stable. There's going to be you're going to maintain some healthier habits in the coming 2 weeks, where you're going to go for walks, start some exercise, going to gym, or start eating healthy, more protein, like taking care of your sleep, not taking a lot of stress, not taking a lot of burden. So there is a reminder to avoid any kind of extremes in the next 2 weeks, and you focus on moderation, balancing your energies. So here is just the message or guidance is that through these cards is that you need to be follow a discipline, maintain a balance, which will help in a better health and better well-being. And so your inner strength plus your healing and balance energies, and will give you will result in emotional wellness, and also will give you a greater comfort for the next 2 weeks. So this is what your health energies looks like for the Pisces for the next 2 weeks, Sun, Moon and Rising. And finally, I'm going to take a card from the Animal Spirit deck to check what is the guidance, final guidance, and which animal spirit would like to connect with the Pisces and give them the advice for the next 2 weeks. So one card from the Animal Spirit deck and the advice for the next 2 weeks. It's the Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. Whale Spirit as the final guidance card from the Animal Spirit deck, and the message is trust the great mystery. So here, this is a card which is carrying a message of to be in a surrender mode, follow your intuition, and have faith in what you cannot yet see. Um, for Pisces, for the next 2 weeks, through this card, then the wheel spirit is trying to tell you that not everything needs to have an immediate answer or clear outcome. You need to trust your intuition, follow your inner guidance. If you are ever confused in the next 2 weeks, because as Pisces are naturally very sensitive and perceptive, and they have a high intuition power as well. So you need to trust that, use that power of intuition. There are gonna be some situations in your love, maybe in career or finances, which may still be unfolding behind the scenes. So you need to trust the process, and you need to release the control. Need to control every step. Focus on what you can do and allow the rest to develop and unfold in its own timing. So you need to move forward with faith. That's the final message through this card, that you need to move forward in your life in the next 2 weeks, even without seeing the full picture. You need to have faith in yourself, faith in the universe, surrender to the gods or deities that you believe in, and feel that everything will take its own time to develop, and allow the things to develop, and then you don't have to have a control on things, and things are unfolding behind the scenes. So just trust your intuition, and there are going to be some deeper lessons or blessings emerging from your recent disappointments. So that's what keep faith, stay steady, and allow things to unfold naturally. So this is the guidance, final guidance, and I hope all the Pisces are going to get some help from this reading, or it will be of some use to all the Pisces sun, moon, and rising. If you like the reading, then please pay gratitude to the universe or the deities that you believe in. I will see you in the next reading. Thank you so much for now. Take care. Bye bye. Like the reading, then I request all of you to please pay gratitude to the universe or the deities that you believe in. I will see you in the next reading. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.